Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Really appreciate it. Reaching all the way from St. Augustine down to Cape Coral and everywhere in between. If you're looking for a mortgage, you're thinking about buying a home, maybe refinancing a home, maybe debt consolidation or a home equity line of credit, you've got the guy right here to help you. I've been in the mortgage business for 35 years. I'm one of the top producers in the country, not just here in your backyard, but in the country. I don't tell you that to boast about myself because there's really nothing to boast about. It is truly the people that I surround myself with that allow me to be able to help so many people. But check out my Zillow reviews, check out my Yelp reviews or Google reviews. You'll see that they is about as close to 5 and in the 5s as it can possibly be. And I want you to know that you've got a friend and a confidant in the business that if you need help, if you're looking for real estate services, I can help connect you with great real estate agents. And I'm going to bring my friend on here in just a second, Brandon Rhymes, one of the top producers in the Tampa market. Love working with he and his team. We're going to bring him on and we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the Tampa market and what he's doing to help more people achieve home ownership in the Tampa area as well. So now we want to really dive into a few things that I've got going on right now. I'm seeing a lot of folks that are struggling with their debt that already own a home. If that is you, maybe a home equity line of credit is right for you. Maybe a refinance is right for you, but we've got to look at the entire picture. If you would like my help, all you have to do is call me. I won't even do a hard credit pull, soft credit pull. That's all you need. Soft credit pull. We're not going to affect your credit. We're going to give you guidance on what you need to do to be able to get out of debt. Now, typically, I'm in the mortgage business, so I'm getting people into debt to buy homes. But my objective is to help you become debt free. And that includes any credit cards, car loans, and even your mortgage. If you want help with that, and you just struggle with becoming debt free, and you always seem to be taking on more and more debt, there may be some changes that need to be made. I used to be that person. I'm not that person anymore because debt is the enemy of wealth. And if you're going to go into retirement and you have any debt, you're going to struggle because your Social Security is not going to cover it for you, particularly with inflation. So if you want help with debt consolidation, call me now at 813-213-4009, and I'll be happy to help you. I want to bring my friend Brandon Rhymes on. Brandon, are you there? Brandon.
Hey, Bruce. Yes,
Brandon
sir.
Rhymes, MVP, Keller Williams, Tampa, one of my all-time favorite agents down there. How's everything going down in Tampa?
Oh, brother, we're blessed and highly favored. We appreciate it. And we are helping buyers, sellers, and investors at record numbers. We're up 60% year over year as a team. And that speaks volumes to the education that we have at Keller Williams Realty, the training, the support, and the leadership that we have as well with my wife, Lindsay, helping out with structuring deals and negotiating for some of our newer agents on the team. But yeah, we're happy to be in business with you as well. The Lone Ranger, Bruce Woodburn, is always a pleasure. And I tell you, the big difference that we find in levels of service and communicate is number one is communication, Bruce. Your team is on top of it, man.
Well, they have to be because we're in the service business, right? And when I find people that don't get that type of level of service, I'm like, well, then you need to make a change, right? Because we've got to know what's going on. It's interesting. Have you ever had a client get to the closing table and they didn't know what their payments were going to be or how much cash to close? I saw that happen last week to a realtor came and goes, you got to help me out. This client had no idea how much cash to close they had to bring to the table. I'm like, how could that even happen? How could that happen? And it's because the loan officer or the bank rep is not communicating effectively with the client. You don't want last minute surprises. They're seldom good, right? We want to make sure that everybody's guided in the right direction. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing to help buyers and sellers down in the Tampa market right now.
Yeah, so Bruce, in any industry, there's good, better, and best. And I hate to come right out with that, but you really, I feel a moral obligation to continue to grow and to get as much positivity into the marketplace as possible. And when you have, an average agent or even worse is below average, like you just described with that loan officer, there's a lot of different things that could happen, and a lot of times they do happen. But when you work with someone on our team, the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, you can rest assured that you're going to be up to date with the latest market strategies, the different tactics that we utilize to get deals accepted. Because a lot of times it's still, there are multiple offers in certain areas. You had mentioned Carrollwood before, and Tampa Bay here. There's some hot pockets, Palm Harbor, et cetera,
Absolutely.
in Tampa Bay and other markets. And what happens is, if you're not structuring the offer properly and you don't know how to write in certain clauses, and there's different ways to be able to, put together strategies to help buyers get accepted. And then also on the sell side, with our syndicated radio and TV show on 80 outlets worldwide as well, we actually feature our listings live on air. So we would love to talk to anybody out there looking to buy, sell, or invest first.
Tell me how they would reach you.
Yeah, you can reach me directly on my cell phone. I always give out my personal line. You can call or text me at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. And the website is consumerqb.com, like quarterback, consumerqb.com.
And so, you and I are both hosts on radio shows on the Bone, and you also have a TV broadcast show that I've been fortunate enough to be a guest on as well. So tell everybody here what time you're on the Bone so they can tune into your show as well.
Yeah, we're Sunday morning, 7 a.m., bright and early. So if you're getting up to go fishing or go to church or something along those lines, maybe going to work, the 1025 The Bone is the broadcast. But you can see all of our shows at youtube.com, Brandon Rhymes Realty. You can catch Bruce's show there. Just go into our site on YouTube and just type in Bruce Woodburn on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and you'll be able to see his last few episodes there as well.
Well, it's, I'll tell you what, it's always fun working with you because, not only are you a fun guy to be around, but, you know what you're doing. Matter of fact, I'm working with a client I got over the weekend. A guy called me on Saturday, right? And it's a successful young attorney, really, really sharp guy. And it's funny because I get a call on a Saturday and I'm actually finished my show and I'm on my boat. And I'm like, the guy's like, Brandon referred me to you. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this call personally, even though I had loan officers on call. I'm like, let me take this call, get this gentleman all set up. And he's in the process of selling his house with you and looking at buying another one, and, was uncertain as to where he qualified. But I'm going to tell you, on Saturday, before the end of the day, Brandon had a pre-approval letter in his lap on his desktop, copied his wife on it, Lindsay, who probably is out helping him with houses as well. And I want to make sure that we totally service you, because now I'm included in some emails with Tammy, your transaction coordinator. So I like to make sure that the entire team is up to speed on what's going on so we can better serve the client. And that's what it's all about right there. Are you taking a bath, Brandon? It sounds like you're in the bathtub. Are you taking a bath right now?
No, I'm actually in the car heading to the radio station to go record the show.
All right. Well, Brandon, he'll sell you a house while he's in the bathtub. It doesn't matter. He could be on a fishing boat somewhere. He'll fix you up. But I think my point is that, Brandon and I are there to serve you, the client's needs. So when you need somebody, you need somebody. And, people don't buy homes during the middle of the day because they're working, right? So you need somebody that's got a team of people available after hours when you need them. Now, I don't claim to be available 24/7. I claim to be available most of the time, but there are times where, I'll have my team take the calls. I have to have downtime. Since I work the mortgage business all during the week and on the weekends, and I host 3 radio shows, it's a lot of work to do. So there has to be some downtime, or else I think my wife might leave me at that point because she won't recognize who I am. But If you want the hardest working lender in the business, all you have to do is call me now at 813-213-4009. That's the loan arranger, Bruce Woodburn, 813-213-4009, or webringyouhome.com. Orlando, call me now at 407-706-3313. I work in all areas throughout Florida. I lend in all 50 states. I work with great agents like Brandon Rhymes and Lindy Rhymes down at their team. I'm working with Darcy Lopez on your team. I mean, several agents. Michelle is amazing on your team. You got I think she was number one, wasn't she? Michelle, number one on the MVP team?
Right behind me. Yep.
Right behind you. Oh, we
right.
take you out of the picture, man. You can't compete with your own people. All right. Number one. And I'm going to tell you something. If you want a great real estate agent, whether you're looking at buying a home, whether you're looking at selling a home, you want some great guidance. You want that white glove service, then call Brandon Rhymes. He's a great resource in the Tampa market. And you go up as far as Lakeland and down as far as how far south do you go?
Oh, yeah. We're covering the entire Gulf Coast region of Florida and also commercial real estate, too. I've got some really nice commercial listings and vacant land. So don't, not just in the home side, if it's anything outside of that, we'd love to talk to you. And we can do business in all 50 states too, Bruce, just through our Keller Williams network,
Fantastic. That's right. And I lend in all 50 states as well. Well, Brandon, I want to thank you for joining me on the show today. Thank you so much. Again, can you give out your number and your website to my listeners real quick?
Absolutely. Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure. You can reach me, folks, Brandon Rhymes at 813-917-1894 and consumerqb.com is the website, consumerqb.com, 813-917-1894.
Brandon Rhymes, thank you so much, man. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me on the show today. And I look forward to seeing you next time and joining you on your show as well. So thanks again. Yep. So listen, folks, if you you're interested in buying or selling real estate, give me a call. I'll connect you with Brandon and his team. Great resource. If you're in the Orlando area, don't forget that I have the Loan Arranger Real Estate Rebate Program. So let me tell you what this is, guys. So you're out there, you don't really know what real estate agents are good and which ones aren't so good. You don't know. It's not your job to know, but I do know. I know the good ones. I know the not so good ones. And I look up their numbers in a system that you cannot access. But if you're looking for a real estate agent to buy or sell, call me first, and I'll connect you to a real estate agent in the area that you need. I will connect you to somebody that I've pre-vetted. But here's the best part of it. They're not only going to give you great service, they're not only going to be handpicked by me, so I know they're going to do a great job for you, but they will give you 25% of their commission back, so that you can use it towards closing costs. It's like you getting a piece of the realtor's commission. Well, it is you getting a piece of the realtor's commission. So if you're interested in that, call me. I have agents throughout the state of Florida that I love and trust, and I'll make sure that you're connected to the right one. Now, listen, that agent does not pay me 1 red cent, not 1 red cent for a referral. I do it because I want you to know that you've got the best person to be able to get the job done and negotiate for you. And that's what it's all about. Now, when we come back from the next break, I want to talk to you a little bit about doctor loans, self-employed people that are writing off all their income, how I can help you with that, down payment assistance transactions that may be available right now, and my class in Maitland, Florida on January the 24th is going to be a real estate investing class. It's going to be about an hour and a half. It's live and in person. Go to webringyouhome.com to register for that right away. webringyouhome.com. January 24th, 6:30, live and in person, Maitland, Florida. Now listen, it's small room. This is not going to be a big venue. There's going to be no sales pitch to buy anything, sign up for anything. I'm going to show you how I accumulated multiple properties over the course of my lifetime that will bring me in excess of $30,000 a month in income into my retirement. How would you like that? And listen, I'm a 10th grade dropout. If I can do it, you can do it. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Show. Don't go anywhere.